It is a moment of great honor and pride to welcome you all to this occasion organized to congratulate the newly designated Honorable Chief Justice of Sikkim and introduction of Vision 26, a one-year plan of Kerala High Court Advocate Association. Today's gathering reflects our shared commitment to this institution. We hope this function provides an
on his elevation as the Chief Justice of the High Court of Sikkim. Over to you, sir, for the presidential address.
A warm good evening to one and all. Honorable Justice Shawmanson, Chief Justice High Court of Kerala, Honorable Justice Muhamed Mustaque, Chief Justice High Court of Sikkim, Honorable Justice V.G. Arun, Secretary Nima Jacob, Vinay, the judges of this Honorable Court, former judges, Advocate General, all other dignitaries on the dais and off the dais. Today, we have gathered to celebrate the elevation of one of our favorite judge, Justice Muhamed Mustaque. He was bar-friendly and he was so concerned about each and every one of us. And he was all time very keen how to improve the facilities of Kerala High Court Advocates Association. In addition to that, we are inaugurating another program, that is Vision 2026. Vision 2026, we are presenting before the members of this association what the elected committee 2026 is intended to implement for the welfare of this association to each and every members as well as to the association as a whole. We are indeed fortunate to have one of the most bar-friendly judges inaugurating our Vision 2026. The details of Vision 2026 will be formally announced at the conclusion of this meeting. Today, we gathered to celebrate and wish all the very best to our beloved Judge, Justice Mustaque. And since
I always call him that he is a wizard. So recently there was a program in Meghalaya in which he went and made a very beautiful presentation on the cyber crime and on the cyber law. It's now that we are moving towards a digital world, a paperless courts, we have to adapt ourselves to the new technology. And indeed, we all remember the contribution of Justice Mustaque. Thank you for accepting the invitation of the bar, and I can meet him in your land. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for your inspiring words. Now, may I request Advocate Piyush A. Kottam, President of the Advocates Association, to present a gift to the Honorable Chief Justice of the High Court of Sikkim, Justice A. Muhamed Mustaque, as a token of honor on behalf of the Kerala High Court Advocates Association. Now, may I most respectfully invite the Advocate General of Kerala, Senior Advocate K. Gopalakrishna Kurup, to present a token of honor. Now, I would like to invite the Deputy Solicitor General of India, Advocate O.M. Shalina, to hand over a memento to Honorable Mr. Justice A. Muhamed Mustaque, Honorable Chief Justice, High Court of Sikkim. May I now invite Senior Advocate Dr. K.P. Sadishan, Vice President, Senior Advocates Association, to present a memento as a token of their honor. Now, I also request Advocate Karthika Sukumaran, President, Kerala Federation of Women Lawyers, to present a memento to Honorable Mr. Justice A. Muhamed Mustaque. Honorable Mr. Justice V.G. Arun, Judge, High Court of Kerala, a knowledgeable and gentleman lawyer as he was, later a highly popular judge, soft-spoken and an encouraging and accommodating personality, irrespective of the standing in the bar. I feel His Lordship is the apt person to bestow his wishes on this function. I invite His Lordship to kindly offer the felicitations and the keynote address.
Mr. Piyush Ekota, President of this function and President of the High Court Advocates Association. Justice Shauman Sen, Chief Justice High Court of Kerala. The guest of honor, Justice Mustaque, the Chief Justice of the High Court of Sikkim, the other dignitaries on the dais, the Advocate General and the senior advocates, my brother and sister judges, Mrs. Muhamed Mustaque, my friends at the bar,
Ladies and gentlemen, a very good evening. First of all, I would like to congratulate the High Court Advocates Association for inviting Justice Muhamed Mustaque to inaugurate its Vision 2026. You could not have chosen a more apt person because, as far as my understanding goes, Justice Muhamed Mustaque is a visionary par excellence. I've been privileged to watch him from close quarters from 2000 when he shifted his practice to this court, and the way in which he nurtured into an excellent lawyer. I call him a visionary because way back in 2005, he decided to partake in a mediation training when mediation was at its inception. That year itself, he chose to undergo training in space law at Paris when most of us had not even known about something called space law. That training, that exposure to the mediation, that training in Paris, that was the metamorphosis from a lawyer from the Mofussil Court to a lawyer, an excellent lawyer who could handle any constitutional issue with elegance. I had watched him, and I was part of the team of lawyers who had argued the matter pertaining to telecommunication towers. And I think it was before Justice Joseph and Justice Harirani. Days together, Justice Mustaque addressed the division bench, put forth certain contentions, certain propositions, which for me, I had a longer practice than him, much longer practice, which for me was unknown at that point of time. So his elevation was definite after that argument because he was running way ahead of the others. After being elevated as a judge, we have seen the humane side of Justice Mustaque in many of his judgments. I would say more than the pleadings and the precedents, his judgments are tempered with compassion to the human being and driven by justice. And that, in a way, has touched the lives of many. I would say that is the ultimate satisfaction which a judge would require, not the accolades, the knowledge that my judgment has touched a common human being. That is the ultimate satisfaction. That is satisfaction which I get. That definitely will be the satisfaction which Justice Mustaque gets from his judgments. And on the administrative side, we have seen the visionary in Justice Mustaque. In the programs he had initiated as chairman of the E-Committee with an excellent team in the committee. And by the innovative methods, by e-filing and other innovative programs which was introduced by Justice Mustaque, we can say with pride that the High Court of Kerala is far ahead of the other high courts in those aspects. Now, another aspect which I've noticed is Mr. Justice Mustaque's vision is not confined to courtroom justice alone. It is actual justice, and for that, as chairman of the KHCAA, he has introduced programs like Samvad, where school children get to see what is actually happening in court and come to know the intricacies of the manner in which a case is filed and ultimately decided. Then we have the Victim Rights Center, because Justice Mustaque thought that victims never get to be heard in courts. And therefore, the Victim Rights Center, which is functioning excellently. Now, for me, he brought me and Justice Dias to be part of the Chronicles, which by now has crossed over 10,000 subscribers over a period of 1 year. And with that, we are able to reach the common man. He can access the judgments through the mobile phones and get to know what is happening. We have the Kerala High Court daily also on that. So as I started at the beginning, this was the right decision. This is the right moment for you to go ahead with the Vision 2026. I've gone through the programs that you have enunciated for the coming year, and I find the first two of them, the meals program and the support program, to be a very, very thoughtful on the part of the present association and the entire High Court. Yeah, I am sure that the present leadership, with the help of the members, will come forward with such programs in future. And while I wish the association and all its members the very best, I also wish Justice Mustaque a great tenure at Sikkim, and I also pray that he scale more heights in future. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for the meaningful and inspiring words. Now I invite the dignitaries on the dais for the ceremonial lighting of the lamp, making the auspicious inauguration of Vision 2026. May I also invite the Advocate General of Kerala, Senior Advocate K. Gopalakrishna Kurup sir, to accompany them on the dais. I would also request Honorable Mr. Justice A. Muhamed Mustaque, Chief Justice, High Court of Sikkim, for unveiling the roadmap to the future projects of Kerala High Court Advocates Association under Vision 2026. Thank you, sir. Now it is time to rewind. Kate's Cricket and Circus. It is a city famous for the 3 C's, from where our Honorable Justice Muhamed Mustaque hails from. Legal prowess, academic excellence, professional expertise, judicial competency, international exposure, all had brought him to another city by the sea, that is Cochin, where he had been elevated to the higher rungs of the judiciary of the country. Lordship was an instrumental figure in introducing mandatory e-filing, digital courts, and machine-based scrutiny in Kerala. Having served here for 12 years, and including the period as acting Chief Justice of the state, as a highly popular and bar-friendly judge, His Lordship has now been elevated as the Chief Justice of the High Court of Sikkim. Sikkim in the local language comes from Su Kim, meaning new home. Nestled in the lap of the Himalayas and situated in one of the only 3 ecoregions of the country, Sikkim is blessed with rare and highly diverse flora and fauna, and is often hailed for its peaceful and heavenly experience. Lordship Justice has truly been elevated from the seas to the summits. Lordship will always be cherished for his exceptional skill, ability, mastery in complex problem solving, and strategic and ethical application of rules aimed at just outcomes, reflecting deep expertise and strong judicial values. I now call upon Honorable Chief Justice A. Muhamed Mustaque, High Court of Sikkim, for the inaugural address.
Honorable Chief Shaumanson, am I correct spelling your name? It is always difficult for Malayali to pronounce Bengali name. Somebody, some used to pronounce in Shauman, I understood it. Your real name is Shauman. The brothers, office bearers, the lawyers here, advocate general, additional advocate general, my brothers and sisters. I never felt that I left Kerala High Court. Today I'm getting a feeling I'm no longer a part of Kerala High Court. The way in which I left this court on 3rd, I thought I've bid a farewell to you all. But after taking oath, I came back. Then I was here very much. So I have a feeling that I'm enjoying holidays. But now I'm getting the feeling I'm no longer a part of your institution. But still, the institution will carry in my mind throughout my life. Because I spent nearly 30 years at this premises, from 96 to 2026. When I took oath as a judge way back in 23 Jan 2014, along with Justice Alex, Justice Jashakar Nambyarani, a big crowd came from North Malabar. That's my family members and friends. Today, except my wife, none are here, but I see that there is an extended family of young lawyers. I'm quite proud of you all being assembled here. You were my strength when I was here. Whatever I carried in my mind and I carried as an idea, you perfectly executed all my ideas, whatever scheme I floated. Well, I'm quite overwhelmed with the kind of reception extended to me. I never anticipated. Actually, I thought I will get a reception in your association hall. But I also never thought this hall will be filled in a working day after 5 o'clock. But you came in abundance. So I have no words to reciprocate your love and respect towards me. I always admire the lawyers of this bar, and I will have cherished memories of all of you. My wife is here, the only sufferer, hardest critic of accepting the job of judge. But I said, I love the job. She said, if you had consulted me before engagement, I would not have accepted your husband. So this was my unilateral decision, and I imposed on her. And she suffered for the last 12 years and continued to suffer. So this is the life of each judge of this court. We may extend our service to the public and all, but we hardly extend our service to our own family members, and we suffer. When we see the criticism, when we hear about criticism, the judges taking leave and lawyers taking leave, nobody understands the work we do in a day. Most of us spending 16 and 18 hours in a day, and Sundays and Saturdays. In my case, I always travel on Saturdays and Sundays to Bhopal for a lecture or any other part. So in a life, in fact, I pursued my dreams, but my wife suffered a lot. I bore my heart before her because she is the only person behind. Well, I stand before you again. I feel really honored having received this rousing reception from you with Panjavadyam leading the procession and bringing to you. Each moment I enjoyed as a judge, no doubt about it. On the judicial side, the later to negotiate with Thomas Abraham when I introduced e-filing in the way back. I think he might be here somewhere. Yeah. But I took it as a challenge. Because now Chief Justice Navanidhi Prasad told us he never thought Kerala would have been, this is a backward, and the worst is the Kerala, and Bihar is better than Kerala. So that's was the challenge before us, and we took it as a challenge. We never created an impression that we are imposing something upon the lawyers. We had a back-to-back meeting with all the lawyers, stakeholders, lawyers, clerks, and the officers, registrars. Even we continue to have that dialogue in every month. This is how big the best system in the country. Maybe we have to go far long, but still we both ourselves with best of the state of art in e-filing module. Thanks to all the lawyers, including Thomas Abraham, because of his challenge in the initial stage, made us to take each step with the cautious. Otherwise, we would have simply jumped into the field and imposed it. But we know that there are issues, and they convey to us, and that made us to take every cautious approach in building the best system in the place. I hope you will continue to extend that support, the team, Raja and others, and they will take this High Court to the next high level when they introduce more AI features and making this court as a paperless court. I could realize my last dream when Wayanad became the first in the country as a paperless court when CJI inaugurated on 6th. That was the first in the country when Wayanad became a paperless court. So this is how we made in substance and a best system in the country. We took a bold decision, but we never failed ourselves in standing to the demands of the bar. Our collaborative approach yielded the result. And I always believe lawyers and bar need to work together as in cooperation and association. And this is how we can make the differences. When I took over in the hem of affairs of Kerala Legal Service Authority, though I've written more than 52,000 judgments, but what gave me satisfaction is scheme like Victim Rights Center and Samvada, and some of the other schemes I floated here. The Victim Rights Center having an impact on the life of citizens whose voice never heard in any of the portals of the court, who were often neglected, but the kind of the impact they could create, it is only because of my association with the Kerala Women's Federation Association. They extended all support to us. The lawyers, they work without expecting any reward. No single pie is paid to them, but they spent their own money from their own pocket to visit jails and other places. Whenever an occasion comes, all the judges involve them, and KHCAA never paid a single penny to them. And that kind of commitment I got from the lawyers of this bar, especially Kerala Women's Federation. I salute each one of them, including Parvati Menon and others, and my sister Shobha steering that committee. So also Samvada, I think it's more than 25,000 already attended the programs and throughout the state. So my brother Bechu Kurian Thomas is now heading the committee. We are in the finalization of the justice part. The corporation of Cochin Corporation has agreed for using as a justice part. BPSL has come forward to expend entire money for the building justice park. It will come near to the Taj Hotel, currently being used as a traffic plan. So that would remain as a symbol of my last dream, that each student should get an opportunity to know the legal system. They should become a true civic citizen of this country, knowing about constitution, legal system. So I'm sure that with the effort of Bechu and others who are involved in that, that will become a reality in the soon. So I could also establish family counseling center throughout the Kerala. That was the last thing I could do in the Legal Service Authority, apart from other schemes. Today, those schemes cater the need of millions of citizens. And my scheme like a Samayam, a reference from the police to the DLSA, where the mediator will involve in settling those disputes. that when I see the results from all the District Legal Service Authority, it gave me immense satisfaction to me. The poor who has no other means to approach a lawyer, they get justice to the Samayam. I think more than 1,000 cases have been settled from inception from last May to till today. There were protests from the lawyers, the Bar Council, Lawyers Union and others, the Congress Lawyer Union, I don't remember their name, sorry. They came to me, they said the police can't settle the dispute. I said, this police is not settling the dispute. Police is only referring to the disputes to the DLSA. And DLSA, by engaging a lawyer who is a mediator, who is trained as a mediator, settling disputes. So many who have no access to the mainstream justice system, getting justice to the Samayam and Harmony about other schemes. I have great support from my brother C.S. Dias, who is steering some of these schemes. So when someone short, I'm really happy what I could do on administrative side and what I could do in judicial side. That's what a judge needs. And when I leave this great portals of this hall, I feel I've left my imprint in this hall, and you will remember for me for having led the KHCAA. But I need to mention few lawyers, the young lawyers, Leo, Krishna, and Legit, and few of them I had to mention. Their work, their commitment, it's immense in transcending and translating many of our ideas into reality. Somebody from Live Law asked Dias, I believe, how much remuneration is being paid to the lawyers for the chronicles. Dias, I think it's Dias, he said 0, because the Live Law pays nearly 50,000 per month, it seems, to those reporters. So Harun and Dias is leading this team, and their dedicated service, you get in WhatsApp the updates of each judgment on day-to-day basis. More than 11,000 subscribers are there in the Chronicle. And I was quite happy when I made in the IL reporter, which Harun was the chief editor, whether I was the chairman of it, we used to monthly publish 1,600 copies. So government incurs an expenditure of 23 lakhs. And out of 1,600 copies, 850 copies are free copies. And only 700 copies are subscribed. I wrote to the government readily agreed. I said, let everyone access, we'll make a paperless. This is how the Indian law reporters now become accessible to everyone, even law students. I think more than 23,000 of people are now accessing the IL. So I'm not saying that I've achieved all those things, but I could do what in the best possible manner which I'm capable to do it. Well, last is thanks to you all for the support. I say the Ramkumar Nambiar, who was there with me from Kannur and till here, the kind of support he gives to the mental health jurisdiction, it's quite commendable. They're doing a pro bono service. So these lawyers are doing a lot of pro bono service without any expecting a reward, and we associate them. And it is because of the mutual collaboration and association we could make the results. I am sure that my brothers and sisters will continue to associate lawyers, and that association will bring a lot of changes what the time which is demand. So once again, I thank each one of you. God bless each one of you, and I wish each youngsters that you will make this institution proud. Thank you one and all. Jai Hind.
Thank you, sir. I hope that His Lordship would be able to the new duties and responsibilities entrusted with him with renewed mastery and demonstrating incredible caliber as a remarkable personality. I pray that he be elevated to even higher heights and vision success and glory ahead. for securing the first position in KP Gopalan Nair Memorial All Kerala Interbar Football Tournament conducted by the Bar Association of Kottayam. I invite all the team members to kindly come forward to the stage. Now it is time for the showdown. I invite Advocate Piyush Kottam, President, Kerala High Court Advocates Association, to share his views and visions, as well as to present a glimpse of the activities of the association proposed for the year ahead under Vision 2026, a roadmap to the future projects of the Kerala High Court Advocates Association.
Dear friends, with the permission of the Chief Justice, I may speak in Malayalam because it may be a little more convenient and for listening. കേരള ഹൈക്കോർട്ടിൻ്റെ ഒരു ആദ്യ സംരംഭമായിരിക്കും ഒരു ഇലക്ടഡ് കമ്മിറ്റി ഞങ്ങൾ ചെയ്യാൻ പോകുന്ന എന്താണ്, നമ്മുടെ അസോസിയേഷനെ ഏത് രീതിയിൽ നമുക്ക് ഒരു ഉയർന്ന നിലവാരത്തിലേക്ക് കൊണ്ടുവരാൻ പറ്റും എന്നുള്ള ഒരു വിഷൻ 2026 നിങ്ങളുടെ മുമ്പിൽ പ്രസൻറ്റ് ചെയ്യുകയാണ്. ആദ്യമായി ഞങ്ങൾ അഡ്വക്കേറ്റ്സ് വെൽഫെയർ മീൽ സപ്പോർട്ട് സ്കീം, നമുക്കറിയാം ഒരു വക്കീൽ ജീവിതത്തിൻ്റെ തുടക്കകാലത്ത് ഞാനും നിങ്ങളും എല്ലാവരും അനുഭവിച്ചു വന്ന ബുദ്ധിമുട്ടുകളും മറ്റുള്ള കാര്യങ്ങളും, ആ കാരണം കൊണ്ട് നമ്മളുടെ ഒരു യങ് ബ്രദേഴ്സും സാമ്പത്തികമായ ബുദ്ധിമുട്ടുകൊണ്ട് ഒരു ഉച്ചയൂണ് മുടക്കം വരുത്തരുത് എന്ന് ഇവിടുത്തെ എല്ലാ വക്കീലന്മാർക്കും വളരെ നിർബന്ധമായിരുന്നു, സീനിയേഴ്സിനും AG അങ്ങനെ എല്ലാവർക്കും. അതുകൊണ്ട് അവരെല്ലാവരും കൂടി ഇൻട്രൊഡ്യൂസ് ചെയ്ത സ്കീമാണ് ആവശ്യക്കാരായ അർഹരായ എല്ലാ യുവ അഭിഭാഷകർക്കും ഫ്രീ മീല് അവരുടെ പ്രൊഫഷണൽ കാരിയറിൽ ഒരു വിശപ്പിൻ്റെ ബുദ്ധിമുട്ടുണ്ടാകാതെ പ്രൊഫഷൻ കെട്ടിപ്പടുത്തുന്നതിന് വേണ്ടി ഫ്രീ മീല് നമ്മളുടെ അസോസിയേഷൻ വഴി ആവശ്യക്കാരായ ജൂനിയേഴ്സിന് നമ്മൾ കൊടുക്കുന്നതാണ് ആദ്യത്തെ സ്കീം. രണ്ടാമത്തെ നമ്മുടെ അഡ്വക്കേറ്റ്സ് അസോസിയേഷൻ കമ്പാഷനേറ്റ് അസിസ്റ്റൻസ് സ്കീം. നമ്മളുടെ അറിയാം, നമ്മളുടെ വക്കീലന്മാരെല്ലാം ഒരു വ്യക്തിയെ മുൻനിർത്തി അല്ലെങ്കിൽ വ്യക്തിയുടെ വിജയ തോൽവിയെ അനുസരിച്ചാണ് അവരുടെ കുടുംബജീവിതം മുന്നോട്ട് പോകുന്നത്. അദ്ദേഹത്തിന് ആക്സിഡൻ്റലായി പെട്ടെന്ന് എന്തെങ്കിലും ആകസ്മികമായ ദുരന്തങ്ങളോ എന്തെങ്കിലും ഉണ്ടായാൽ ആ കുടുംബത്തെക്കുറിച്ചും നമ്മളുടെ അസോസിയേഷൻ വളരെ കൺസേൺഡ് ആണ്. ഈ സ്കീം പ്രകാരം എന്തെങ്കിലും അങ്ങനെ അത്യാഹിതമോ ആവശ്യഘട്ടങ്ങൾ ഉണ്ടാവുകയാണെങ്കിൽ അന്ന് വൈകുന്നേരം ആ ആവശ്യക്കാരൻ്റെ വീട്ടിൽ അവർക്ക് വേണ്ട ധനസഹായം എത്തിക്കുന്നതിനുള്ള ഒരു സ്കീമാണ് നമ്മൾ ഇൻട്രൊഡ്യൂസ് ചെയ്തിരിക്കുന്നത്. ഇതിനു വേണ്ടി ഒരു CRS കോർപ്പസ് ഫണ്ട് ഇനിഷ്യേറ്റീവ് നമ്മൾ നടത്തുകയാണ്. 50 കോടി രൂപ നിങ്ങളുടെ എല്ലാം സഹായത്തോടെ ഒരു CRS ഫണ്ട് എടുക്കുന്നതിന് വേണ്ടിയിട്ടുള്ള പ്രാരംഭ നടപടികൾ ഞങ്ങൾ എടുത്തു. CSR ഫണ്ട് എടുക്കുന്നതിന് വേണ്ടിയിട്ടുള്ള കാര്യങ്ങൾ നമ്മൾ ചെയ്തു. ATG സാങ്ഷൻ മേടിച്ചു, അതിൻ്റെ സർട്ടിഫിക്കേഷൻ നടത്തി. ബൈലോയിൽ ഒരു ചെറിയ അമെൻമെൻറ്റ് വേണം, അതിന് നമ്മളൊരു കമ്മിറ്റി വെച്ചു. ഇതെല്ലാം സമയാതീതമായി ഒരു സമയക്രമത്തിനുള്ളിൽ നടക്കുന്ന രീതിയിൽ അത് ഇംപ്ലിമെൻറ്റ് ചെയ്യണമെന്നാണ് ഞങ്ങൾ ആഗ്രഹിക്കുന്നത്. അതിന് നിങ്ങളാവുന്ന ഓരോ വക്കീലന്മാരുടെയും എല്ലാവിധ സഹകരണങ്ങളും അതുണ്ടെങ്കിൽ നമ്മൾക്കത് അച്ചീവ് ചെയ്യാൻ പറ്റും. ഒരിക്കൽ അങ്ങനെ അച്ചീവ് ചെയ്താൽ അത് നമ്മുടെ അസോസിയേഷൻ അത് വലിയൊരു വിജയമായിരിക്കും. നമ്മളുടെ യുവ അഭിഭാഷകർക്ക് നമ്മൾ വലിയ രീതിയിൽ നമ്മളെ സഹായിക്കാനും അവരുടെ പ്രൊഫഷൻ ബിൽഡപ്പ് ചെയ്യുന്നതിനും നമുക്ക് സാധിക്കും. ഫെബ്രുവരി പകുതിയോടുകൂടി നമ്മുടെ ഓഫീസ് ഫുള്ളി പേപ്പർലെസ് ആൻഡ് ഫുള്ളി ഡിജിറ്റലൈസ്ഡ് അസോസിയേഷൻ ഓഫീസാക്കി മാറ്റണമെന്നാണ് നമ്മുടെ കമ്മിറ്റി തീരുമാനിച്ചിരിക്കുന്നത്. അതിനു വേണ്ടിയിട്ടുള്ള പ്രാരംഭ നടപടികളെല്ലാം എടുത്തു കഴിഞ്ഞു. അതുകൊണ്ട് പൈസ വരുന്നതും ആപ്ലിക്കേഷൻ കൊടുക്കുന്നതും നമ്മളുടെ പഴയ രേഖകൾ മുഴുവൻ നമ്മൾ ഡിജിറ്റലൈസ് ചെയ്ത് മാറ്റുവാണ്. ആനുവൽ ഡേ സെലിബ്രേഷൻ നമ്മൾക്കെല്ലാം അറിയാം. ഇപ്പോൾ ജഡ്ജസായിട്ടിരുന്നവർ വക്കീലായിരുന്നപ്പോഴെല്ലാം ആ ഒരു പാരമ്പര്യം അതായിരുന്നു. നമ്മളൊരു സമ്മർ വെക്കേഷൻ വേണ്ടി ക്ലോസ് ചെയ്യുന്ന സമയത്ത് ആനുവൽ ഡേ നടത്തണം. ഞങ്ങൾ വി ആർ ഗോയിങ് ബാക്ക് ടു ദി ഒറിജിനൽ വൺ. ഏപ്രിൽ 9 അല്ലെങ്കിൽ 10 നമ്മൾ ആനുവൽ ഡേ നടത്തുന്നതിന് തീരുമാനിച്ചു. അതിന് നിങ്ങൾ ഓരോരുത്തരുടെയും അനുവാദവും സഹകരണവും ഉണ്ടാവണമെന്നും ഞങ്ങൾ അഭ്യർത്ഥിച്ചുകൊള്ളുന്നു. ഒരു സമ്മർ വെക്കേഷൻ ടൂർ നമ്മൾ ആലോചിക്കുന്നുണ്ട്. അത് നിങ്ങളുടെ അടുത്ത് നിന്നുള്ള സഹകരണം എങ്ങനെയാണെന്ന് അറിഞ്ഞ് സമ്മർ വെക്കേഷനിൽ സിക്കിമിലേക്ക് തന്നെ ആദ്യം വേണമെന്ന് മുസ്താഖ് സാർ അത് നമ്മളെ വിളിച്ചാൽ നമ്മൾ അങ്ങോട്ട് തന്നെ ആദ്യമേ പോകും. അപ്പോൾ അതങ്ങനെ ഒരു പ്ലാനും നമ്മൾ ഇടുന്നുണ്ട്. അതിൻ്റെ പോസിബിലിറ്റീസ് നമുക്ക് നോക്കാൻ പറ്റും. ദെൻ അഷ്വേർഡ് 1 year ട്രെയിനിങ് പ്രോഗ്രാം ഫോർ ജൂനിയർ അഡ്വക്കേറ്റ്സ്. നമ്മുടെ സീനിയേഴ്സായിട്ടുള്ള കുറച്ച് അഡ്വക്കേറ്റ്സ് സജസ്റ്റ് ചെയ്തതാണ്. അവരുടെ ഓഫീസുകളിൽ ജൂനിയേഴ്സായിട്ട് ഒരു ഫിക്സഡ് ഇൻകം ഫിക്സ് ചെയ്ത് നമ്മളൊരു ജൂനിയർ ഡേറ്റാ ബാങ്ക് ഉണ്ടാക്കുകയും ആ ജൂനിയർ ഡേറ്റാ ബാങ്ക് അവരുടെ കാലിബർ അനുസരിച്ചിട്ട് ആവശ്യമുള്ള സീനിയേഴ്സിനെ നമ്മൾ അലോട്ട് ചെയ്യുകയും 1 വർഷത്തേക്ക് അവർക്ക് ആ ഓഫീസിൽ സേവനം കിട്ടുകയും അതിനൊരു ഫിക്സഡ് ഇൻകം അവർക്ക് കിട്ടുകയും ചെയ്യും. ആ പീരീഡിനുള്ളിൽ അവരുടെ എഫിഷ്യൻസി പ്രൂവ് ചെയ്താൽ they may able to continue in that office itself or they will have to find out some other mode. Then high speed Wi-Fi facility across all floors. എല്ലാ ഫ്ലോറിലും നമുക്കറിയാം വൈഫൈനെ ബേസ് ചെയ്തിട്ടാണ് നമ്മുടെ യങ് ലോയേഴ്സിൻ്റെ എല്ലാ കാര്യങ്ങളും നടക്കുന്നത്. ആ വൈഫൈ ഫെസിലിറ്റി എല്ലാ ഫ്ലോറിലും കൊടുക്കുന്നതിന് വേണ്ടിയിട്ടുള്ള എല്ലാ നടപടികളും നമ്മൾ IT ഡിപ്പാർട്ട്മെൻറ്റുമായിട്ടും സംസാരിച്ച് വരുന്നുണ്ട്. എത്രമാത്രം ചെയ്യാൻ പറ്റും എന്ന് നമുക്കറിയില്ല. ദെൻ മെൻ്റൽ വെൽനസ് ആൻഡ് മസിൽ റിലാക്സേഷൻ പ്രോഗ്രാം. നമ്മളെല്ലാം വളരെയേറെ ഇരുന്ന് ജോലി ചെയ്യുന്നവരാണ്. അപ്പോൾ അവർക്ക് ഒരു മെൻ്റൽ റിലാക്സേഷനും ഒരു ഫിസിക്കൽ മസിൽ റിലാക്സേഷനുമുള്ള ഒരു ട്രെയിനിങ് പ്രോഗ്രാം നമ്മൾ ഷെഡ്യൂൾ ചെയ്യുന്നുണ്ട്. അത് ഫെബ്രുവരി 4 ഇറ്റ് വിൽ ബി സ്റ്റാർട്ടഡ്. ദെൻ റിനോവേഷൻ ഓഫ് ദി ബോർഡ് റൂം ഓഫ് ദി ചേംബർ കോംപ്ലക്സിൽ നമ്മളൊരു ജിമ്മ് നമ്മൾ പ്ലാൻ ചെയ്യുന്നുണ്ട്. അതിന് വേണ്ടിയിട്ടുള്ള എല്ലാ എഫേർട്ടുകളും നമ്മൾ എടുക്കുന്നതാണ്. ഞങ്ങളുടെ കുറച്ചധികം പ്രോഗ്രാമുണ്ട്. സമയമായതുകൊണ്ട് ഞാൻ കൂടുതലേക്ക് പോകുന്നില്ല. എല്ലാവരുടെയും സഹകരണങ്ങൾ ഞങ്ങൾ പ്രതീക്ഷിക്കുന്നു. താങ്ക് യു ഓൾ.
The success of any group is the collective and collaborative efforts towards the desired goals. As the new head of the organization of the fraternity, I hope you will be able to fulfill your objectives and wish you, sir, and your team success in all your endeavors. As we come to the end of the program, I invite Advocate Vinay V, Vice President of the Kerala High Court Advocates Association, to express the vote of thanks.
Honorable Mr. Justice Saumanson, Chief Justice High Court of Kerala. Honorable Mr. Justice A. Muhamed Mustaque, Chief Justice of the High Court of Sikkim. Honorable Mr. Justice V.G. Arun, Judge of the High Court of Kerala. Honorable Judges and former Judges of this Hon'ble Court. Respected President of the KHCAA, Advocate P.U. Sekottam. Secretary, KHCAA, Advocate Neema Jacob. Learned Advocate General Shri K. Gopalakrishna Kuru. Learned Deputy Solicitor General Srimati Shalina O.M. Respected Senior Advocates, Distinguished Law Officers of the State and Union of India, esteemed members of the Association. Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the Kerala High Court Advocate Association, it is my privilege to propose the vote of thanks on this significant and memorable occasion. We assembled here today for 2 closely linked reasons. First, with the equal pride and emotion to honor Mr. Justice A. Muhamed Mustaque on the occasion of his recent elevation as Chief Justice of the High Court of Sikkim. And secondly, inauguration of Kerala High Court Advocate Association Vision 2026, a glimpse which all of you have already got. It is a comprehensive program conceived by the present Executive Committee, integrating meaningful welfare initiatives, continuing legal education measures and health-focused support to be implemented during this year for the benefit of our esteemed members. We owe a debt of gratitude to the Honorable Chief Justice Saumanson. Sir, your presence today underscores the unity and strength of this court. We thank you for your leadership, which will foster an environment where the rule of law is upheld and both firmness and compassion. Honorable Justice Mustaque sir has consistently been a voice of clarity and innovation, whether through his landmark judgments on the right to be forgotten or his tireless efforts in promoting digital transparency in the judiciary. And moreover, you were always a family for the members of the association. His Lordship's judicial philosophy, something many of us have had the privilege to observe closely, consistently emphasizes empathy, communication, and social consciousness as core judicial values, shaped by mediation training and lived social experience. Equally, His Lordship has been a strong advocate of technology-driven discharge, underscoring e-filing, paperless codes, and digital access as essential to expediency, inclusion, and cost efficiency. His Lordship's initiatives spanning ADR and mediation, court-affiliated arbitration, victim-centric programs, child-focused legal education, and sustained public judicial dialogue reflect a clear and compelling objective to bridge the gap between what we may call court justice and what citizens experience as real justice, sir. A few years back, your Lordship has set out for a journey which would create history. With no resources or power resources at your disposal, you collected a few professionals and embarked on this historical mission and brought pride to our judicial system by pioneering the IT cell, which would later receive the cherished accolade of being the first state in the country to have a paperless court in Wayanad. And so, while the High Court of Sikkim has undoubtedly gained a Chief Justice of exceptional sensitivity, learning, and constitutional vision, for us in Kerala, this elevation is also a moment of quiet emotion, because though it is a gain for Sikkim, it is indeed a cherished loss for us. Yet it is also a matter of pride that the values His Lordship embodies will now strengthen another High Court, and through that the broader judicial fabric of our nation. Honorable Mr. Justice Mustaque, on behalf of the Kerala High Court Advocate Association, let me humbly say we are deeply grateful for your service, your wisdom, and your unwavering dedication to the cause of justice. On behalf of the Kerala High Court Advocate Association, I express my sincere gratitude to your Lordship for being with us today and for the enduring example you have set, reminding us that law is at its best when it is competent, compassionate, and conscious of society. I wish your Lordship the very best in your new and elevated responsibility. Honorable Mr. Justice V.G. Arun, we are deeply thankful to your Lordships for making this moment especially meaningful for the association. You have added charm and dignity to this function, and on behalf of the association, I express my deepest gratitude out to you, sir. Out of sheer formality, I also extend our sincere thanks to our President and Secretary, whose leadership and effort have been central to both Vision 2026 and today's program. Vision 2026 is not merely a program calendar, it is a commitment to professionalism, solidarity, and service. I express our sincere gratitude on behalf of the Kerala High Court Association to the Honorable Judges, former Judges of the High Court of Kerala, for their gracious presence and continued guidance. On behalf of the Association, I thank the Learned Advocate General and the Learned Deputy Solicitor General for their support and participation. We also acknowledge the contributions of our learned senior advocates, law officers of State and Union of India, the Registrar General, and the Registrars of this Hon'ble Court. On behalf of the Kerala High Court Advocate Association, I thank each and every esteemed members of our association who continues to support, add dignity and strength to our association as well as this institution through their cooperation and participation. I must also express the gratitude of the association for the wife of Justice Mustaque, who has accompanied us in this event, and we are indeed very thankful for you, madam, for participating in this function. On behalf of the Kerala High Court Association, I thank each and every esteemed member of the association who continues to support. I must also place on record special appreciation for the efforts of the executive committee members and the staff of the association who worked to organize today's program and to shape Vision 2026 with precision and clarity. On behalf of the association, I thank Mr. Tahir, who is providing the light and sound for which the occasion, and do pardon me in the case I omitted to mention, man. On behalf of the association, I also thank Advocate Anu Jalal, who recited the prayer, and Advocate Abraham Joseph, who had anchored the meeting with precision and clarity. With these words, I offer my heartfelt gratitude on behalf of the Kerala High Court Advocate Association to each and everyone who graced this occasion with their presence and participation. Thank you all.
I thank each and every one of you for making this a grand occasion a success. Thank you once again.